Struggling to break the ice and get your students to actually engage with each other? The typical go around the room introduction is just not cutting it anymore. In this video, I'll show you some interactive name games that not only help students remember each other, but also get them communicating from the very first minute. When I first started teaching, introductions were the hardest part. Students mumbled their names, nodded politely, and 5 minutes later, no one remembered a single name. That's why I started using interactive name games. They build energy, they build connection and confidence right from the start. And best of all, they work for any age or level. Activity 1, name and action. So here's how it works. Stand in a circle. Each student says their name and performs an action that matches it. For example, I'm Alex, and waves his arms like he's got wings. Or I'm Bella, and pretends to be dancing. The next student has to repeat the previous names and actions before adding their own. Why does this one work so well? It's physical, it's funny, and instantly helps students associate names with movement and personality. Plus, it reduces that first day nerves. Here's a little pro tip. Encourage big, exaggerated gestures and join in yourself as the teacher. When the teacher is playful, students feel safe to take risks. And number 2, we have find someone who. Here's how it works. Give students a list of prompts, like for example, find someone who likes coffee. Find someone who has a pet. Find someone who plays the guitar. Then students have to walk around the class asking these questions and writing the person's name next to the fact. The first student to complete the whole sheet wins. But everyone learns their names in the process. Here's why this one works so well. It gets everyone moving and talking. Instead of passively listening, they actively connect through questions. Here's a little tip. Afterwards, ask a few recap questions like, for example, who found someone who plays the guitar? And then they say, oh, John over here plays the guitar. This reinforces names and builds community. Number 3, name chain. Stand in a circle. The first student says their name and a word that starts with the same sound. For example, I'm Funny Fiona. The next student repeats the previous name before adding their own. For example, Funny Fiona, Dancing David, and I'm Smart Sam. Continue around the circle. Here's why this one works so well. It's great for pronunciation, it's good for memory and laughter, especially when students choose creative adjectives. Here's a little tip for low levels. Write the list on the board as you go so that everyone can visualize connections. This helps low-level learners follow along. And last one, and number 4, speed meeting. Arrange students in 2 lines facing each other. Each pair has 1 minute to introduce themselves and answer a fun question. For example, what's your dream holiday? Or if you could have one superpower, what would it be? After each round, one line shifts to the left. They get a new partner and they get a new question. Why does this one work so well? It's fast, it's social, and keeps students talking to multiple classmates in a short time. The energy in the room skyrockets. Here's a pro tip. Prepare a list of easy personal questions and use a timer or upbeat background music to keep things lively. So guys, ditch the boring introductions and start your new ESL class with something that makes students move, laugh, and remember each other's names. These name games aren't just icebreakers. They're connection builders that set the tone for a positive and interactive classroom. And if you found these ideas useful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with another teacher. And if you want to learn more strategies like these and even become a certified, confident ESL teacher, check out our TESOL courses online or in class at Inspire Training and Development. Link in the description. See you in the next video. Happy teaching. Adrian from the Teacher Trainers, signing out.